Y'all know what time it is. It's really time to get into this rap beef. I'm sorry, but I have to get into it. This has been my favorite, one of the most entertaining rap beefs that I've ever witnessed, really. And I've witnessed many of them. Yeah. I've witnessed many of them. And really the reason this is so entertaining is because of how big these artists are and how much reach that they have, how much impact they have. Anything they do is humongous. Excuse me. Anything they do is humongous. So it's just very, very, very entertaining to me that I get to witness this as a fan of rap, but specifically as a fan of the two people involved. So pretty much, let me see. Oh, Paris, you got to go because you said, yeah. You already know how. Well, you don't know what I'm about to say, but you probably been seeing my tweets all day. I've been clowning, but Kendrick. So like I told y'all last week, as like I was talking about Kendrick, I was saying last week, Kendrick should not let Drake put another diss track out before he drops. I thought it would be bad. I thought it would be extremely bad. And right as I was saying that, I got off the stream. 2 minutes later, Drake drops Tailor Made. Like literally right then, 2 minutes later, drops Tailor Made. I get off here, I'm listening to Tailor Made. I'm like, oh, he has the AI voice. He's using the AI thing to alter his voice to make himself sound like Tupac. He did a verse, then he made himself sound like Snoop Dogg did a verse, then he rapped as his own voice. But I thought it was extremely creative. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't understand all of the pushback because clearly you can hear that's Drake's voice, but he's just trying to rap like them. And people have done stuff like that before, but they just haven't used the AI technology to morph their voice because it wasn't really available like that. But I think more people would have done it. And I also think that if it wasn't a beef type of situation and it was used in another way, people would have done it before now anyway. I just don't think anybody thought of it, right? And I'm going to tell you why. Remember Kendrick did the Heart Part 5, right? And he was doing all the thing where he was rapping from these other people's perspective and all that. If we didn't see the video, we wouldn't have known what he was talking about. We wouldn't have known he was rapping from Kobe and OJ and Nipsey and all. We wouldn't have known that. You see what I'm saying? We had to see the video, and even in the video, they had to use CGI to change the faces so that we know what was going on. So I just think that the whole AI thing, but anyway, I thought that was creative. However, so I'm like, oh man, it's looking bad because he's taunting Kendrick with these West Coast Legends thing. A lot of people, like it was a lot of fuss about it. They tried to put the joint out and the estate took that joint down. They said, no, sir, Drake, you're not about to play with us like that. You're definitely not about to use Tupac's voice in a diss. We're not having it. Took it down. So it's like quiet for a little bit. And again, Drake dropped this on Friday night. So we start to realize that Drake is dropping at times where he knows another dimension to the diss. He knows the Joe Budden podcast will not be able to discuss it on their podcast, on their normal Wednesday and Saturday podcast. I believe it's deliberate. Y'all tell me if y'all don't think. I don't even think that's a stretch. Drake don't really like Joe Budden like that. So he's dropping at times where he know for a fact that man can't discuss it. He has to wait and academics will get all the coverage, right? So then Kendrick, being the master chess player that I didn't even know he was because he never really been in a real rap beef like this, being a master chess player, Kendrick comes and drops a song called Euphoria on, where did he drop? On YouTube. He dropped it on his YouTube so it couldn't be mistaken. It didn't, blogs didn't get it first. You know, all his DJs didn't get it first. He dropped it on his own personal YouTube channel to let it be known this is legit and this is the diss. It's called Euphoria, and he dropped it on Tuesday, early to like midday Tuesday, or like 12 o'clock Tuesday, right? Or it would have been 11:24 Eastern Standard Time. It was 8:24 out there on the West Coast. So 8:24 in the morning. So he drops this on Joe Budden recording day. This is part of this whole beef that they got going on. So he makes sure, like, I'm going to make sure that Joe Budden is able to give me max coverage on this beef. And I know Drake hates Joe Budden. So that playing into that whole thing. So Euphoria comes out from Kendrick. And I'm not going to lie, one of the best diss songs I heard in a very long time. I'm not going to lie. I know some of y'all don't like it. And I'm a fan of Drake. But I'm a fan of the overall situation. So you gotta understand, as me as a battle rap fan, we go back and forth. If you have a good round, I liked your round. If you have a good round, I liked your round. Even if I'm a great fan of you. And when we come from in the battle rap culture, and I'm on the fan side. We come from in the battle rap culture is it doesn't matter how much you like one battle over the other. You're supposed to watch both and see just who's doing the best. It don't really matter who you like. It matters who's doing the best, right? So What you saying no to, Jay? So it don't matter who's doing the best. You say what you like. That's what I said. 8:24 in the morning. I said 11:24 on the East Coast, 8:24 on the West Coast. I said that. We're gonna get to that too, Paris. So Kendrick drops his joint. He dropped the joint, and it's Euphoria, and it's out there, and I think it's crazy. He's saying a lot of stuff in there too. Let me see. Do y'all want me to start referencing some of the stuff he says? One of my favorite things was the whole the stomach and the ab thing. You know what I'm saying? It's my last one, my first one like my last, or my last one like my first. No, he said the first one like the last one. It's a classic. You don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that, then tell them where you get your ab from. V12, it's a fast one. And then today I just found out when he said V12 it's a fast one, that's a double entendre because V12, you got the engine, it's fast, but also V12 is there's some type of technology that they use to burn fat off of people. I never knew that. I just found that out today. So double like Kendrick is going crazy. You understand? He's going crazy. That V12 is a fast one. Didn't even catch that one. Then he threw the shots at the J Prince family. I thought that was fire with the whole dementia and with the whole dementia and Parkinson's and all that type of stuff at J Prince and J Prince Jr. I thought that was crazy. And then because the line is like, "Daddy, he want to be Junior. He must have forgot," all that type of stuff. But any Soprano fans in here? I'm hearing there's a character named Junior in The Sopranos that has dementia, which makes that bar, like when we talk about layers and levels of this thing, that makes that bar crazier. You know what I'm saying? That really makes that bar crazier. And I'm sure y'all have seen a million breakdowns of this, but this is one thing that I want to touch on real quick is that people behaving as if this is like a new beef. These dudes have been beefing for 10 years. Over 10 years now, because the fallout happened. If y'all know that Drake was very instrumental in helping Kendrick be propelled to the masses, even though he was tied in with Dr. Dre was co-signing him, but Dr. Dre was kind of quiet at that time. He was running the whole Beats thing. He was getting into the tech business. So, but Dre did put his arm around Kendrick, right? But then Drake put him on the album and Drake took him on tour. So they had a good relationship. They were friendly. They were friends. They was homies back then. Right around Take Care, if y'all remember that. He gave Kendrick his whole interlude on that joint. So fast forward, Big Sean does a song called Control with Jay Electronica and Kendrick. Everybody know the Control verse. Boom. Drake didn't take it as friendly rap competition. Drake did. He has multiple interviews saying, I didn't like it. I didn't respect it. He was trying to go for a Twitter moment. He went viral for a little bit, but it's going to die down. And then he's going to have to prove that he's worthy, like a worthy rapper still after that. Because that was just a viral moment and it didn't mean nothing. I don't respect it. Drake called it harsh words and all that type of stuff. So he didn't like it. From that point forward, they had been dissing each other. Nothing Was the Same came out. Tuscan Leather, he disses Kendrick on there. And from there, they never repaired it, right? Never got cool again. And they've been dissing each other ever since. And if y'all don't like, they've been dissing each other so much, I couldn't even tell you all of them right now. I just know on King Kunta when he said, but a rapper with a ghostwriter, what the F happened? Oh, no, I swear I wouldn't tell. But most of y'all sharing bars, like that whole thing, that was about Drake. And he said that before Meek Mill exposed him. So they have been actively dissing each other back and forth. You know what I'm saying? It's not one side over the other. It's not, oh, this person is jealous of this person's success. They've both been dissing each other. And because they both, I guess, look down on, they have lack of respect for each other over whatever Kendrick lacks respect because he feels like this dude is faking, and Drake lacks respect because he's looking at it like Kendrick is not as good as me. I don't even know why y'all like him like that. He's not that good. So, this is not a new beef. This thing is old. Like, so if we did a scorecard thing, it's back and forth, but I will say with these songs, so what you want to compare? You want to compare First Person Shooter to Like That? Like That is a million times better than First Person Shooter. And I like First Person Shooter. But Like That is the type of song that you could turn a party all the way up. They've been playing that in the club. They've been playing Like That everywhere. As y'all know, it was #1 for 3 weeks straight. Like That is a fire. So First Person Shooter was like their attempt at like a big hit. Or I don't know what they was trying to do, but I know it's a good song. But Like That is better. So we compare Like That to First Person Shooter. First Person Shooter wins that round easily. That like demolished it, knocked down 3 times in a round. So If we looking at boxing scorecards, this is a 10-6 round, easy. So then, what's next is we want to look at Drake's push-ups, which I thought was great because like I like to see what type of angles you're gonna take. I thought that was a super creative angle to say, you getting raped in your deal. You understand? Like you have a terrible deal. Top dog is your big homie and he's taking everything from you. I thought that was a great angle. I was curious as to what type of angle he was going to take. I don't know if it's true. I just think it's a good angle, right? So he also made mention of like, oh, you have this diss track that you've been sitting on for 4 years, put it out. So he's saying that also, Kendrick, you have somebody on your side leaking information. And they told me that you got a diss track. So put it out, just get it over with because I'm about to body you. So then he pushed that out. I thought push-ups was pretty good. I know that people was clowning it, calling it corny and all that. There's some little corny stuff in there, but I think that it was true to Drake. But I think it's more, you got to look at more of the angle. Drake is an angler. You understand? And again, Drake has been in so many rap beefs that we knew what he was capable of in a rap beef. Kendrick hasn't been in no rap beefs. So I never doubted Kendrick's ability, but I needed to see how he would handle a rap beef. And he's going at the biggest artist in the world right now. So he didn't say anything. It was dark. Kendrick is dark. We don't know. We keep hearing rumors. There's people in TDE saying, oh, this is about to be fun. Like Schoolboy said, it's about to be funny. It's about to get dark. You know, Punch is tweeting every day. Mac Main and Punch going back and forth about stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got J-Rock is tweeting about it every day. You got Mac Wop, Schoolboy, DJ, and he grew up with Kendrick. He been tweeting. You know what I'm saying? The whole TDE camp, I've been seeing Keem saying stuff that push-ups was whack and all that. Plus, by the way, I confirmed what I found out. TDE had the push-up song before it came out. They had already been listening to it for days. They felt like it was whack. They already had it. You understand? They said it was trash. And they, like I said, they had it before it hit the streets. So, and they said they had multiple versions also, which also goes to some of the stuff Kendrick was saying about y'all having a leak. But anyway, so Drake is, now Drake is like feeling like he on a victory lap. So Drake is taunting Kendrick crazy. He's taunting everybody really. But after push-ups came, so push-ups is out. They're looking at like, oh, Kendrick is getting bullied. Then Drake comes last week and drops Tailor Made. It's really looking like, oh my God, don't do this. No, Dot wasn't battle tested. We're not gonna act like Dot was battle tested. He wasn't, because if we looking at the Big Sean thing, yeah, okay, you wasn't asking. You was saying like we know that Kendrick did like destroy Big Sean. That happened, right? However, that was something that Big Sean wasn't really engaging in. We never really found out why there was beef there. Like y'all did Control together. So where did the beef come from? Big Sean did a bunch of interviews. He kept saying like, nah, y'all leave that alone. That's not no real beef. But Big Sean has dissed Kendrick too. Kendrick definitely dissed Big Sean. But we never really found out what that was about. And there was no conclusion except the fact that we thought Kendrick killed him. So we didn't really look at that like battle tested for real because nobody understood what was happening. But if you listen to Element on the Damn album, and if you listen to Humble on the Damn album, these are clearly diss tracks at Big Sean. It was he destroyed Big Sean. Sorry to that man. I support the Midwest and everything that we do, but he got bodied in that one. That was crazy. So Kendrick lets Tailor Made come out. We already described Tailor Made. So then Kendrick comes with Euphoria, and now I'm giving. So if I put Euphoria up against push-ups, I got Euphoria mopping push-ups. Euphoria mops push-ups. It mops it. I know I've seen a lot of people saying that Euphoria is trash, or some people saying it took too long to come out, or some people not saying it's trash, they're saying it's mid. Oh, he didn't say anything we didn't already know, or he didn't say anything nobody else didn't say. This is the thing about me, right? I'm a fan. I've been a fan for a long time of many rappers and different type of musicians. If they get into a back and forth, for the vast majority of rap beefs, there has been no exposing of new information. You understand what I'm saying? If you look at some of the, like, what did 50 Cent say about Ja Rule that the world didn't already know? What did Eminem say about Ja Rule that the world didn't already know? But people say that 50 Cent killed Ja Rule, though. He didn't expose nothing about Ja Rule. You see what I'm saying? He didn't expose anything new. If you look at 50 Cent versus Jadakiss beat 50 Cent. Jada didn't say nothing new. He talked about him getting shot. He talked about him snitching. They didn't say nothing new. You see what I'm saying? Beanie Siegel versus Jadakiss. There was no exposing. They really didn't even say nothing personal to each other or about each other at all. There was no personal bars in there at all. And Beanie Siegel won against Jadakiss. He didn't say nothing personal. So you gotta, and actually, if we look, let's talk about somebody that's actually in this situation. Drake versus Meek Mill. Meek Mill exposed that Drake had ghostwriters. Meek Mill exposed that Drake got peed on. Drake exposed nothing about Meek Mill, and Drake won that battle, right? So it ain't about exposing new information. I need people to stop saying that right now. That's never what rap beef been about. If you do it, that's cool. Like Pusha T did it, he used it effectively. That's fine. But that's never been. He used it because it was a good angle, and because he needed. Pusha T was like punching up because Drake is huge, got all the fans. Pusha T had to do something so shocking that it couldn't be a question if he won or not. But exposing people in disses has not normally been a thing. You understand? That's really, it wasn't nothing. That wasn't normal. So then, so I thought Euphoria was fire, and I think it's better than Push Up. So now that we get today, Kendrick comes out with another extremely coded joint called 616 in LA. Now, if y'all been on Twitter all day, y'all have been saying 616 means is related to so many things that's connected to Drake. Okay, or that's connected to insults that Drake has received, or just connected to Drake, period. 616 is the date that Tupac was born. 616 is the date that the murder trial for OJ started. There was a glove on the cover of the artwork, so it's like it's definitely an OJ reference. 616 is Tupac's birthday. I already said that. 616 is the date that Euphoria, the TV show that Drake produced, released to the public. Like there's been so many different 616 things. So, but we ain't even talking about. So 616, the verses, the actual content was about Drake having all of these people in his camp that hate him, that want to see him fall, that can't wait for him to lose and lose it all and all this type of stuff. And I think Euphoria was great, but I think 616 is the one that really have like can start issues, honestly, start real problems. Because I feel like some of the stuff that Kendrick is saying, first of all, none of us as fans have no clue what he's talking about. But I think Drake knows exactly what he's talking about. And I think that that's where the problem comes from. And I think that is what made somebody stop in their tracks and say, wait, the only way he could have known this information is for somebody to tell him this stuff. When on Euphoria, when he's like, I'm at a New Ho King eating fried rice with the dip sauce and the blammy, Kendrick is referencing somebody that Drake had beef with back in the day. The guy is dead now. But also, Kendrick is referencing Drake snitching and all that. Y'all said that Kendrick ain't say nothing new. I've never heard nobody call Drake a snitch. I don't know about any of y'all. I never heard that before. So when we talk about Drake getting robbed by people at this right around the corner from this New Ho King, and this is a small Chinese restaurant in Toronto, how could Kendrick possibly know any real details about this place? So the implication that there's people over there leaking information, which is something that The Weeknd actually sung about on We Still Don't Trust You. He said leaks in your operation. Pretty much, I'm glad I didn't sign over there because y'all got leaks in your operation. And from what Kendrick is saying, if you got 100 people on payroll, 20 of them want to see you as a casualty. And one of them is right next to you. So he played like a wild mind game with Drake on that 616. I love Euphoria, but I think 616 was like a drone strike. I think that was like one of the ones that make anybody, any rapper that's going against somebody, I make them back up. Because, and you know what also seems like happened to me? It seems to me like Kendrick sent whoever his inside person is, he sent fake information to him to say, I have this 4-year-old diss song that I'm about to put out. Because Drake has referenced and rapped about that 4-year. He like, yo, put that 4-year diss you had out. Like, just put it out. Like, why you sitting on it? So it's like Kendrick let the information out there. And Drake is like repeating it as if it's true. And he's looking at Drake to say, you fell for the bait, first of all. Second of all, you don't have any dirt on me. I know that you've been out here searching for dirt. You've been out here trying to pay people. You've been out here trying to get stories on me. There is no dirt on me because I live a peaceful, I don't do nothing. I'm in the house with my kids. I'm raising my kids. Some of you don't know nothing about that. All that, he did that whole thing. So pretty much he's saying, I don't have to call nobody to get research on it. You have people in your team feeding us information. I thought it was brilliant, man. Euphoria, 616 in LA is washing TaylorMade. Just cleaning it right up. Just washing it right up. Right down the drain. Cleaning them up. Y'all gonna have to tell me how y'all scored, because every round to me, if y'all go by rounds, I'm old school. I don't really go by rounds, but if y'all want to go by rounds, Kendrick is winning every round right now. Kendrick is winning every round, but I'm not calling the fight over though, because honestly, in a beef, it's not. You can have a knockout punch. That whole round thing is like a new Twitter thing. I never judge no beef like that. That's about whoever has the single best diss song. You can have the one best diss song. Somebody else can make 30 disses about you. You don't have to respond to all of them if you make one that's a killer. You see what I'm saying? So all the new age, like let's go round for round, song for song, that's new stuff. That it don't have to be that at all. And I don't care for it to be that. If Drake come back and drop a knockout punch and it makes Kendrick go to his big homie and call asking for favors and all that, then Drake will win the beef. You see what I'm saying? It's not about who puts the most songs out or who makes the most, like it's not about that at all. Somebody can knock somebody out. It's over if Drake get. Now, I don't know if y'all seen Drake just a couple hours ago put up an Instagram post and it was like Denzel talking to a group of dudes saying, I'm gonna kill every one of y'all, and my only issue with it is I'm only gonna get to do it one time. So to me, it's like he put that up there to say like, I feel like he was saying I found the leak in my operation pretty much, or I'm looking at y'all like who on the team is doing this. That's how I took it, but I don't know what he really meant by it. I don't know if he was saying. I don't know what he was saying, but y'all go look at the story that Drake just put up a couple hours ago. It's kind of, it's cryptic. For real. So that's all I really got on that, man. Like I said, I got Kendrick up for sure. But again, Drake could drop a knockout. You understand? It's not beyond the pale of possibility. You understand what I'm saying? Drake just dropped a diss. Okay. Shout out. Let's go see that thing. Okay, so Drake is activated. So this is another Friday night drop to make sure Joe Budden could not respond. Are you telling the truth or not, Joseph Michael? Don't play with me like that, my boy. Because I get hyped. Don't play with me like that. Let's go. Where did he drop the diss at, man? Where did the diss track drop at? Family Matters. Oh. Hold on, y'all. Should I listen to it live with y'all? I don't want to get the page clipped for playing somebody else's stuff. Uh-oh. Did it come out on Drake official page? Like, what is it? Drake on YouTube? Holy moly. You always said how you want to bury me alive. Jealousy disguised as your motherfucking pride. Took you on your first tour with us trying to catch a vibe. I was headline, you was standing on the side. Brought you and that other hoe along for the ride. First time people lined up for your ass. Now you saying two pussy boys getting out of line. You been hating hard for a very long time. You feel like Twitter ghost writing your reply. Streets out here talking like at least a nigga tried. That's how you felt in 2011 while we wasting time. Dreams come true, Crody. This is where you die. I gotta hear the whole thing. I gotta hear using Kendrick's flow from the Buried Alive song on Take Care, and then using the same beat from Buried Alive on Take Care. I like where it could go, but because I just see that somebody say it's a 7-minute joint, so I'm gonna have to go listen to it. I'm not gonna play it on here because you know what I'm saying. I'm a small time YouTuber. You know what I mean, I need my pennies. You know what I'm saying? They paying me pennies. I need the pennies. You understand? So I don't want to get clipped by the OVO goons, aka the lawyers.